What's up, y'all? We're back again. Welcome to another video. Today is a little bit about two things. Capturing the last little bit of fall color, and you may be able to see some in the background, but capturing that last little bit of fall color, and also a little bit of redemption, because the last time I was here, I had some serious health issues because of the heat and had to get someone to come pick me up. And I basically forfeited the trail for my safety. So I'm going to attempt to make the entire trip today, the entire trail. And along the way, we're going to see just how many colorful trees that we can see that are left. It is November the 27th, so most of the color has fallen, but there is still, I'm looking around, there's still plenty of color out there. So we're going to do our best to go see what we can find. So I've came up on my first composition, and I was beginning to get a little worried because I think I've walked probably close to 2 miles on this trail, and I haven't really found anything. So luckily, I saw this tree, and the sun is on the side of it, so it's getting some nice side light. So I've got it set up. It's nothing special, but it's a nice little scene. The wind is blowing a little bit, so to counteract that, I had to bump my ISO up to about 640, and at f4, that gives me 1/200th of a second shutter speed. So it's just plenty enough to freeze those leaves because they're not blowing very hard, very fast. They're just a light little breeze. So I've got a long way to hike, a lot of ground to cover. So I'm gonna cut this clip short. I'll show you what I took a picture of, and then I'll put it on the screen if I like it. So if you watched maybe my second or third video that I ever put out, you'll remember this little stream here. that I dropped my stuff there, I walked down, and I basically soaked my head in water because I was just that miserably hot. Not the case this time though. It's 50 degrees and it's a beautiful day. Well, y'all, we have made it to the point where I had to turn around last time I did this hike because it was 102 degrees outside, extremely humid, and I ran out of water, didn't pack enough. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. But to make a long story short, I didn't plan like I should have. I went out in extreme heat, which I shouldn't have done. All in the name of photography. So, and I didn't make it. I got about a quarter of the way through the trail and I had to call my parents. My mom came and got me because I was having some signs of heat exhaustion, or dehydration. So anyway, I made it back to that point on the trail, and I intend to finish this trail. So let's keep going, see what we can find. The trail goes into the woods just up the road here to the right. Started this trail too late. Last time I did it, I started with plenty of time, just the wrong temperature and the wrong conditions. This time, I started a little bit too late. And now instead of stopping and taking my time to try to find some really nice pictures, I'm just mainly pushing through and at least trying to get to a point where I know I'm safe enough, where I know that I can make it out before dark. Once I get to that point where I know I've only got like 1.5 miles left, then I will start to slow down more and do some real looking for some trees, or some of that last fall color that's still hanging on. I think today is November the 27th, maybe. So I know most places other than the deep south of the United States, color is already come and gone, long gone by now. But in Mississippi, we still have some color that tries to hang on up until December. So that's what I'm doing here. I am trying to find that last little bit, because I didn't really get out as much as I would have liked to shoot the fall color this year because of my Colorado trip. So that being said, walking on this bridge, we'll press on, keep on going. We'll see what we can find. If I see something I just cannot pass up, I will stop and I will set my camera up and I'll take a picture. But it has to be it would have to be something that's just really nice, because like I said, I'm trying to beat the sun. I'm going down, and I've only seen one other couple hiking with their dog, and that was basically at the start of the trail, and they turned back. So I am about 99% sure I'm the only one out here in these ridges deep in Franklin County, Mississippi. So anyway, press on. I'll bring y'all back later when I'm further down the trail. Deer, 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 deer. You see their tails? 1, 2, 3. Man, I guess because of the wind, they can't hear me till I get right up on them. There they go. And there goes that one. Oh boy. But, you know, unfortunately, I haven't seen a buck yet. No horns, just nannies. Nannies. And I haven't gone maybe 500 yards since I was talking to you a minute ago in that last clip where I jumped 2 or 3 deer. So they're everywhere in here. I see them when I'm walking. If I was hunting, I wouldn't see anything. Well, we transitioned from the mix of hardwoods and pine to cutover. Well, they've cut this years ago. Whew. I apologize if y'all hear me. If y'all hear me breathing real heavy, I ain't doing it on purpose. I'm just wore out from walking, trying to catch my breath. Ugh. And this mic is right. It's pretty much right here by my mouth. So it's going to pick up any and every breath or sniffle. Anything I do, it's going to pick it up. So anyway, apologize about that. All right, it's time to walk through this cutover. Oh, come on. I'm right back in the woods again? Well, okay. I gotta say, I don't remember this from the trail last time. I remember a big cutover. Let me open my All Trails app, see where I'm at here. No, this is definitely not right. All right, y'all, I found out what my problem was. I got turned around, which freaking scared me. I do not want to get turned around or lost up in these woods. Not when I've only got 2.5 to 3 hours before dark. So, anyway. I was on the right path. I just let my mind screw with me because I did not recognize that path from the last time I was on this trail. It just didn't look familiar to me, so I got back on my All Trails app, and you know, you can download if you got this. If you have this app, you can download. That's a pretty tree. You can download the app. You can download the maps for offline. So if you don't have service, you can still pull up the map, and it'll use a satellite, I guess, and tell you where you are on the trail. So it's very handy, very, very handy. So anyway. Must have been some kids come through here. Either kids throwing paper down, little granola bar wrappers, or it accidentally fell out of somebody's pocket. Deer, 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 deer. Ha ha. Now I'm almost positive y'all saw that one. I'm gonna have to zoom in on the video, make sure y'all can see it. Now that one was 50 yards from me before it jumped. These deer, crazy. Blow, blow, Seminole wind. Well, y'all, at this point, I don't think I have but like maybe a half mile left of this trail, and we are losing light very quickly. The sun's there. It doesn't have much to go. I think it's about 3:30, and I think I want to say it gets dark around, well, let's just put it this way, by 5 o'clock, it's pretty much dark. Especially when you're in the woods where the light can't really get to as well. So, up until this point, I've walked this entire trail, and up until now, I've only taken one photo. One. 9.7 miles, and I've taken one photo. And all that is because piss poor planning on my part. I was gonna get up, well, that's still pretty. I was gonna get up really early in the morning, come out here, be here at first light, but I slept in, was lazy. And now I'm paying for it. So, and if I haven't already said why in the video, I'm wearing this orange just because obviously it's gun season out here, it's deer season. And we are walking through part of the Homachetta National Forest. And I don't know if people are allowed to hunt here or not, but why not be safe? Better safe than sorry. So I've had it on this whole trip. It's either been on me or it's been on covering my backpack and my tripod back there where it's easily visible to everyone if I come across someone. So far, no hunters, not yet. So I think this is the last bridge, because when I was here this past spring with my kids, I remember this bridge is the only metal bridge of this entire trail, and I'll turn around and show you. But this is it, and this is actually some pretty nice fall color right here on this tree. Whatever this tree is, some more over there. Actually might not be a bad photo. I didn't bring my wide angle lens because I rarely use it. I rarely use my wide angle lens unless I'm doing like astro, like a Milky Way shot. But this would have been the perfect opportunity to get really low down here and aim up at this tree and have the water going in the distance. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll tell you what, I have ran through this trail and I have pretty much done everything but photography. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to take my backpack off. I'm going to drink a little bit of water and I'm going to take this picture. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But I would be dang if I go through a whole video and only have one picture. And to be honest, the first one this morning, I really didn't like. I just took it because I felt forced to take a photo. You know, one of those ones where, well, if I don't see any more fall color, I better get this one in the can while I can, you know. That's kind of what I was thinking. So I really didn't even like it, if I'm honest. But I'm gonna put y'all down. I'm gonna set up my tripod, and I'll bring you back when I've got something set up here that I like. And I have to still hurry because that sun is going down. It's dropping as we speak. All right, y'all, I've just taken a few pictures handheld. I got my tripod out, but I have to shoot between these rails and they're metal, and there's just not, I don't want to tear my camera up. There's just not a lot of room to photograph, to get my tripod in place and then set up my camera and just tweak it. It's just too difficult. So I just stuck my camera through the iron little railings here. Took a few. It definitely looks a lot better, as it's typically like this. It looks so much better standing from here looking at it versus what you're going to see in the camera. You know, it's just always the case, or typically. So don't know if I'll like this one. I really don't. But if it does turn out to be somewhat decent, I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you now. All right. So I'm setting up for a composition that's fairly simple. Nothing complicated about it at all. I just like the color of this tree. It is being backlit right now. how much time it'll be backlit. It was way more backlit just about a minute ago. Oh. I've been shooting all my pictures today at f4, but I am going to bump this one up just a little bit here. And I don't know if you can hear this wind, but it is picking up just before dark. It is not a good day for hunting because the wind's been blowing all day. Just now getting really bad. And definitely not a good day for fishing. My battery's got 10% left on my camera, so on my recording camera, so we'll make this quick, even though I got spares. Turn my polarizer a little bit. See if we can get these colors to pop. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna try, I want to hurry up and get back to the car before the sun goes down, but I'm also gonna try to wait this wind out just for a few minutes because it's so dark in these woods. Even at f5, I'm ISO 200, I'm only getting 1/20th of a second, which is not fast enough to freeze leaves blowing in the wind. Now, I really don't want to crank the ISO up too high. I'll go to 400 and see what that does. See, that still only gives me 1/40th, so I'm just gonna wait just a minute. We'll see if the wind dies down. And I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and take this now. So f5, ISO 400, and that's still only giving me 40th of a second. But man, it sure does have some color. I don't know what kind of tree that is. It's got reds, greens, yellows in it. It even got oranges in there. I may do this in a 16x9 crop, just to kind of cut out that sky and only have this tree coming up through the scene, and then have the other trees, just kind of scattered throughout. Ooh, that temperature's dropping. I've been walking so fast trying to make sure I got back to the car before dark that I have worked up a little sweat, and that wind is, it's chilly. I brought my jacket with me, my down jacket, but that's only for like serious emergencies because I know if I put that thing on, all I'm going to do is sweat even more, so I'm going to hold off for now for that. As I'm climbing this ridge, I think if I remember right, the last time I finished this trail, this ridge is the last ridge you walk up before you hit the road, and then the road takes you to the parking lot where I was earlier, or where I parked, so where my car is. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this battery. So I'll see y'all if I find something else to take a picture of before I get to the car. I'll bring y'all back, but change these batteries out. Well, we are done. I made it through the trail, and with plenty of time to spare too. We probably got over an hour before dark. Oh, that feels good. It feels good to be on pavement again. This is other than hiking up like a steep mountain, this has got to be one of the most vigorous trails, probably the worst in Mississippi. I say worst, most difficult. Winding up, down, ridges, hills, crossing creeks, ditches. Man, it will wear you out. But I'm done. I made it. As far as the photography goes, there was a few pictures or compositions and things that I could have photographed, but I elected not to because I wanted to leave myself plenty of time to get back to my car before the sun went down. That was just the smartest decision. The smartest, I mean, you weigh them out. Do I try to photograph everything I see to ensure I get good pictures? Or do I only photograph things that really, really stand out and focus more on actually completing the trail before dark? So I'm glad I did what I did. Wasn't a whole lot of trees or things to photograph, but there is still a lot of color in the woods here in South Mississippi. The only thing is, just like most places in Mississippi, if you're in the woods, you'll have this beautiful tree, vibrant colors, pretty as you can ever imagine, but you're going to have 10 other trees and vines and everything else that you could possibly think of that are in the way of the tree. So it's so hard to find that perfect composition. So I'll spin you around. I am back at the car. I started here about 11:30 this morning. Oh, exactly 11:30 actually. That's where the trail starts. I went all the way 9.5, well, really about 11 miles once you include the road I just hiked down, all the way around and came out way over there. Definitely the longest trail that I've ever hiked. And I have to work tomorrow, which means, let me go ahead and, no, don't do that to me. I have to work tomorrow, which means my legs, it's going to be fun. My legs are going to be so sore. I'll throw this in the trunk real quick. Oh, yeah, so like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. It's, I've gotten my drone. I've had it for, I don't know, maybe almost 2 months now. This is the second, if you don't count the Colorado video. I'm sorry, I'm going off screen, guys. Hang on. If you don't count the Colorado video that I did, which has not even been edited yet, this is my second video that I've made with the drone. And I apologize that I have not had more content with that drone. And the main reason is, when I'm out in these trails, there's just too much in the way. There's too many things that can go wrong. The blades can hit a branch that the sensors don't even pick up because it's so small. It can hit a tree. These things are this was designed to have sensors, or to be able to see all around it, 360 degrees, and avoid those type things. But technology doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. So I've already crashed it one time and destroyed a whole set of blades. So I was able to get a little bit of content in with the drone, and I hope it turned out. So that being said, I'm gonna get back in my car, head to the house. Hopefully the wife has got some supper making. because I'm hungry. It's almost dark. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. As always, if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, go over to Hunter McDowell Photography on Facebook and check out my pictures. A lot of the photos that you see on these videos, they're not going to be on my photography page because I try to put the best ones on that page. And so go on there and check out. I've got pictures from the past 5 years on there, all sorts of stuff. So go there and check it out. Give it a like, and I appreciate that. And give the video a like if you like the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And oh man, that's good. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.